Welcome back to the Freelancer's Tea Break, your short and sweet podcast that you can listen to whilst you're enjoying a cup of tea as a freelancer. Now, this is an exciting week for me. It's my first 5-day week in, well over 4 years now. My little boy started school and it means that I'm back to 5 days a week working, admittedly 9 till 3, so quite a bit shorter than normal, but it's really exciting to get back into a routine, which means these podcasts will become a little bit more regular. So this week I wanted to talk about promoting yourself when you are introverted or shy or just don't really feel comfortable being in the spotlight. And that can be difficult when you're a freelancer and you need to be sharing exactly what you're doing, promoting your services, your updates and things like that. It can sometimes feel like we're constantly being told that we have to be on Facebook Lives, we have to have a podcast, we have to be blogging every single day or every single week, we have to be on every single social network, we have to be Instagram storying every single day, 10, 15 times a day. And that can all be a little bit terrifying and overwhelming, especially if you're not very comfortable putting yourself out there. So the first thing I would like to say to you is don't feel like you have to do everything. There is no point doing everything. You'll be spreading yourself too thin. It'll be too stressful for you. First of all, choose the social networks that you genuinely enjoy using. So for me, I do enjoy using Instagram stories because it allows me to do little snippets throughout the day, but there's no kind of fixed schedule. It works really nicely for me. And I really enjoy running a Facebook group. Those are my two favourite areas and they're the ones that I focus on. I do still do a little bit on LinkedIn and Twitter, but they're not my focuses. And if they don't get posted on for a while, I'm not really upset about it. But you can also think about what's your favourite kind of format to share. Do you prefer writing? Are text posts what make you feel really comfortable? Do you love audio? Do you love chatting on the radio or on podcasts? Maybe that's a great solution for you, especially as you can do it like I am in your loungewear, hair up in a top knot, no worrying about how you look. You can just relax and chat. So podcasts are great in that way. And also there's video, so vlogging and YouTube and things like that. If you feel comfortable doing that, that's absolutely fine. And there are loads of different ways to do that. You could do vlogs while you're out and about. You could do sitting in front of the camera and chatting about things. You could do hauls, all sorts of different things. Or you can even just do things like recorded tutorial videos where you show people how to use tools or spreadsheets or anything that you use on a laptop. You don't even have to be on camera then, you can just do a voiceover. So work out what format is most comfortable for you. Is it text? Is it video? Is it audio? Could it be images? In that case, Instagram with the main grid or Pinterest are really good for you. So have a think about those kinds of things. And also think about where your clients are. Don't pressure yourself to be on Facebook doing lives if your clients are unlikely to be on Facebook. Same goes for Instagram. If your ideal client is, say, sort of a 50+ man, he's much more unlikely to be on Instagram. So don't pressure yourself to be on there. Think about where your clients are and show up there. So it's kind of finding that sweet spot between what you enjoy and you feel confident doing and where your clients will be. The other thing to do is to think about how you can make small steps towards those kind of scary things. So if video is what works for your potential clients and you know you've got to do it, then think about very small steps that you can take towards facing up to that fear. So it could be very small Instagram stories. It could be, like I said, doing a video tutorial where you voice over it, but you don't have to be on camera. It could be doing a series of videos on your YouTube channel that you don't share, they're just unlisted or private, just to get you into the practice of it. So think about how are there very small things that you could do to face up to that fear a little bit every day. I think the clear message that I want you to take away from this is you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. And there are lots and lots of fantastic, popular, successful introverts out there, or those who are shy. So for example, Susan Cain, who wrote about being an introvert in her book Quiet, she did a brilliant TED talk, but she is someone that doesn't necessarily love being in the limelight. And there are plenty of others. I mean, look at Bill Gates. He's not somebody that necessarily loves being in the limelight, but he does fantastic good work and successful projects and obviously earns a lot of money. despite the fact that he doesn't really want to be in the limelight. So you don't have to be out there, you don't have to be showing everybody your authentic self and all those kind of terms that get thrown around a lot. Just do what's comfortable for you, and if you feel like you have to do something else, work out tiny small steps that you can take to fight that fear a little bit. If you want to know any more tips about this kind of thing, come join us in the Facebook group, the Freelance Lifestylers. There are lots of introverts in there and lots of people who don't necessarily love being out on Facebook Lives and all sorts of things like that. And there are loads of tips in there quite often as well. So definitely come join us in the Facebook group, and I'm sure you'll pick up a few tips and tricks there. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next week for the next episode of the Freelancers Tea Break.